What makes an interim government interim? The fact that it's temporary. You come in, you play caretaker, then you leave. That is the point of an interim regime. But someone tell that to Muhammad Yunus. He's getting very cozy in his chair and looks like the world is taking notice. Reports say French President Emmanuel Macron has rejected a meeting with Muhammad Yunus. Let me tell you the full story. France is hosting a United Nations conference next month. It deals with climate change and marine resources. Both these issues are very important for Bangladesh. So Muhammad Yunus was supposed to fly down to France. His office also reached out to President Macron. They wanted to set up a meeting on the sidelines, a full-fledged bilateral meeting between Bangladesh and France. But President Macron reportedly rejected it. Why? Because of timing issues. As host, Macron already has a number of meetings lined up. He simply couldn't squeeze in Muhammad Yunus. After hearing this, Yunus apparently cancelled the whole trip. Now, whatever the inside scoop, it's a good move by Macron because Yunus has no authority as interim leader. He took charge in August last year and his job was pretty simple: stabilize the situation, bring back law and order and hold elections in Bangladesh. It's been almost 1 year since Yunus's appointment, but law and order has not returned. And elections? Well, there is no deadline or roadmap. In fact, some political parties fear a conspiracy, including the BNP, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party. Their top leader says this is a plot to derail the election. He did not name any names, but he blamed politics of hate and division, clearly a reference to Bangladesh's Islamist forces. The same forces that back Muhammad Yunus. So to recap, Yunus took charge almost 1 year ago. If he hasn't fixed the problems at home, what was he doing all this time? He was traveling the world. Let me show you his travel list. The United States, Azerbaijan, Egypt, Switzerland, the United Arab Emirates, China, Thailand, Qatar, Vatican City. That's 9 foreign trips in 9 months. Would have been 10 had he traveled to France next month. Now, this is unusual for most leaders, more so for interim leaders in a country like Bangladesh, a country that is going through a political and financial crisis. While Yunus is jet-setting, his allies are on a rampage. Violent rallies, attacks on minorities, street clashes, all of this has become common in Bangladesh. As a result, there are reports of the army stepping in. Speculation of a rift between Yunus and the military is rife. And the rift is not new. In February, the army chief issued a warning. That's General Waqar-uz-Zaman. He flagged a potential threat to Bangladesh's independence. And so he asked all parties to unite. Now, the army chief's concerns are valid. A, he wants his soldiers to return to the barracks. They cannot constantly uphold law and order across the country. And B, he is worried about instability because Yunus seems to have no plans for elections. Today, the general was supposed to make a speech. We've been tracking Bangladeshi media since the morning. No reports have emerged so far. The question is, could there be a military takeover? There's talk of that too. Well, General Waqar-uz-Zaman is a professional soldier. He doesn't have political ambitions, he says. So if he does take over, it would be a surprise, perhaps proof of how desperate the situation was. On the other side, Yunus is plotting too. In April, he appointed a new national security advisor. His name is Khalilur Rahman. And this appointment was very controversial. For starters, it happened when the army chief was not in the country. And secondly, the BNP, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, says that this man, Rahman, is an American citizen. Some experts say that the NSA is pushing a pro-US policy. But the army chief is against it. He is seen as a pro-India officer. He also made a rare trip to Russia last month. So basically, these two forces are locked in a collision path. It's a question of who will prevail. The army is said to be firmly behind General Waqar. Let's see if he dares to make a move. At Firstpost, we are choosing to hold on to accuracy. That means we won't always be first. We may not get you your breaking alert. But what you will get is what we owe you. And that is the truth. Verified, checked, and cross-checked. We rely on sources and verified ones. After all, that's what separates a journalist from a loudspeaker. But sometimes even we miss a beat. And when we do, we will tell you. Like yesterday, we ran visuals from a registered news agency. That visual turned out to be fake. So we are taking accountability. And from now on, we will cite the source of every visual, every picture, every video that you see on Firstpost will have a source mentioned. That is our commitment to you. We will wait, we will verify, we will ask again, and only then will we tell you. No noise, no panic, just the facts. Because right now, that is what the country needs most.